right, welcome to the Health2B demo day. And first out is Ebba Freus. Welcome, Ebba.
Thank you. Thank you. A few words about SmiLe. We are a life science incubator situated here at Medicon Village. We have currently 26 companies in the incubator, including the 10 that left last Thursday. So 16, and a number of companies coming in. We started the Health2B program, the accelerator program, together with Healthy Habits and Lean Forward 9 months ago. This is the second round, as Eric mentioned. We just started applications, opened up applications for round number 3. Round number 3 deadline for applications are February 18th. So spread the word. We will be spreading the word. I think a fun fact we should mention is that this program attracted companies from all over the world. We had applicants last time as well, but this time, as you will see, we have quite a spread, which is quite interesting. It's a great thing that we in Lund, here in Skåne and Sweden, attracts companies from all over the place to this fertile area when it comes to e-health and mobile solutions. And I should mention one thing. When you want to talk about the companies, they all have their own table out here afterwards. So just look for their logos on the table and go and find them and ask more questions. I think that's about what I'm going to say. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. Good. So then, keep it swift and short. First company to make a presentation is Checkup. Checkup makes it possible for everyone to be actively involved in their own health. Welcome.
So hi everyone, my name is Johan Olsson and I'm from a company called Checkup. Our virtual care rooms automates tasks associated to managing chronic conditions. And we also eliminates the need for traveling to and from a healthcare center. So if you look at where we are today in healthcare, hypertension and blood coagulant is two of the biggest measurements methods that we're using today. In an average size healthcare center in Sweden, a nurse spends 40 hours per month measuring blood pressure and 40 hours per month taking blood samples. This is just 2 disciplines. We have done 15 of them. As a conclusion, you can see healthcare costs a lot of money. And if you don't believe me, you will listen to my other 8 colleagues that comes up after that will tell you this. The thing is, both of these procedures can be fully automated. And the time we waste on monitoring chronic conditions are astronomical. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Every couple of months or so, I also suffer from chronic conditions. So I wake up with a terrible pain. And the first thing I need to do is to find, okay, I need a healthcare center, I need to book a time. So I need to call. And when I call, the first guy will say, absolutely, we can take you at 10 o'clock. And then I need to find my transport, and that's often a taxi. And then I need to save the receipt for later. And when I come to the healthcare center, I will sit in a waiting room. And I will sit in a waiting room, and I will sit in a waiting room. And then I will see my doctor. The doctor will tell, yeah, you need to go and take the T3 test at the lab. And then I walk down to the lab, and again, I will sit and wait and wait and wait. Until I finally come to the part, the measuring part here. And that's the part we are automating. So up to today we have collected 140,000 measurements from more than 12,000 patients like me. And we have done that with our customers together, so it's not we that have done the collection, but the healthcare centers that we work with and the private organizations that we work with. Our solution is very simple. I mean, it can be installed at a care center, it can be installed in a public place, like a library or a school, if you don't have a care center close enough. and it can be installed in a patient's home to make their life better. So the conclusion is that we will need workload care rooms in the future. As you can see, we're fully automated. As I mentioned before, we have done up to 15 different disciplines that can be automated, that you can yourself manage, just like you do today when you pay your bills online at the bank, instead of going down and standing in queue. We are time saving, both for me as a patient and for the healthcare professionals. And we're sustainable. We take a lot of those unnecessary transportations of patients away. It's a fully mobile solution. It's a cross-platform, so it doesn't matter if you have a smartphone or a Mac. It will work. It's very simple. We have tested this and used this on people over 80, and we tested and used this on people who were under 15. And it's a secure system. Our team here is, my colleague Arne is in the audience here today, and will later on be at our table. He has an extensive experience of running companies. My other colleague, Maria, she is in the sales. She has an extensive experience, political from healthcare, and also as a manager, senior manager at Praktiker Tjänst. And me, I'm coming from the wireless side. So the investment we are looking for is to raise 10 million Swedish kronor, and that's for a pan-Nordic expansion, where we need to have our own in-house development team. We need to build sales and support locally in each country, and we need to set up an advisory board. Thank you very much for listening to me. My name is Johan. I'm from Checkup, and I'm going to be standing over here later. Thank you.
Thank you, Johan. Okay, that was our first startup. The next one is introduced by Kerstin Jakobsson from Medical Village. Welcome, Kerstin, on stage. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, and most welcome to Medical Village. How many have been at Medical Village before? Oh wow, they're fantastic. Everyone, I think. So that I don't need to take an extra half an hour to explain about Medical Village. But I will just make a summary. We are a science park, and here we have today more than 1,600 members. Do you have any idea how many companies here are? There are more than 120. And you can find companies in e-health, you can medtech, but also in biotech and pharma as well. But I think the really interesting thing is that we have more than 50 startup companies, and the majorities are coming from Lund University. But now to the key thing. The second company. And the second company is a company coming from, we have to travel a bit to the east, and it's coming from Latvia. And the name is WIDE, and it is the first automatic and customized tool for prosthetic and orthotic devices for digital manufacture. Doesn't sound interesting? Please.
Hi. WIDE is powerful customization software dedicated for printing applications in 3D. After World Health Organization report, there are over 110 million people in need for assistive devices. And most of them need custom solutions. But only 36% of them has accessibility. And even in such developed countries as USA, they are serving only 64% in persons in need. Calculating single professional's capacity, another 40,000 prosthetists would be needed to solve the problem for all patients in need. That's why inefficiency is one word to describe current prosthetic industry. The average takes 4 hours to adjust the model for a single patient. And such solution will never be the right solution to solve the problem worldwide. That's why we have created our own software, WIDE, which will be a professional tool for prosthetists to adjust assistive devices in a fast and reliable way. It all starts with the 3D scan. taken via mobile scanner or even smartphone. And afterwards, the scan is used as a reference model for semi-automatic adjustment. Medical specialist ensures that the fit is corresponding to each patient's needs, and he takes the responsibility that he would do anyway by creating the device. And afterwards, by simple modifications, he adjusts it and exports it directly for a 3D printer. It doesn't matter what type of machine he uses, the model is ready and ready for manufacturing. Currently, in 30 seconds, you saw modifications of 2 different devices. Imagine how much devices could be customized in a single day. Currently, those are approximately 2 to 5. Assistive device market currently is $4.5 billion and rising approximately 6% per year. As one of the most developed countries in this industry, 45% of that is within USA. And by technology and by following technology trend, we believe that by 2020 we can reach 24% of that, which would mean that our software would be used for 35,000 customized cases per month. Our go-to-market strategy is based that prosthetists, those would be people who are usually creating these limbs and assistive devices, are quite busy practitioners because they already can't solve the problem in need. That's why we need to target them directly via conferences and sponsored speeches, via on-site demos in their clinics, and of course, direct targeting using social media. Our revenue model is based on clinic size and demand for assistive devices. Because currently, not everything is 3D printable. But this is another powerful tool to increase efficiency for a single practitioner. By fulfilling our strategy to reach the market, we're estimating that by 2020, we can reach 7 million in revenue. And currently, we are raising $800,000 for finalizing our product for direct programming costs and to reach the market for sales and marketing. Our core team are Jan Sjatnieks, a CEO and visionary with extensive experience in 3D printing and previously commercialized projects. By myself, I'm Fritz. I'm a prosthetist with passion for CAD/CAM technologies, and I'm responsible for product development. And Vitaly Vasilevsky, he's our lead developer, the master of code. And behind him, we have our programming team. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Wide. All right. See the next startup is standing in line. It's going to be presented by Victor Öval from LTH. Welcome on stage, Victor. Give him a hand.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here. So I'm Victor Öval. I'm Dean of Faculty of Engineering of Lund University. Lund University, as you probably know, is one of Northern Europe's largest university with around 50,000 students. The Faculty of Engineering, LTH, is then one of the largest faculties with around 10,000 students in all disciplines, from hardcore physics and chemistry to electrical engineering, mechanics, design, architecture, and so on. My own background is in electrical engineering, making microchips, and in wireless communication. So my main task here today is, though far from that, has the pleasure to present Cora. Cora helps blood pressure patients improve their heart health, by gaining a healthier lifestyle, something that we probably everybody needs. Thank you.
It's not really full screen. Strange.
Too big?
It's scrolled here. I don't know where.
Okay, I see. So you fix that. Do the best you can. I'll just see if you need it.
Okay, sorry for the short break. Hi, I'm Josef. I'm co-founder of Cora. We help patients reduce their blood pressure by gaining a healthier lifestyle. As we all know, high blood pressure is a huge issue. Globally, around 1 in 4 adults have high blood pressure. And even worse, high blood pressure is one of the major causes of heart disease, which is the #1 killer in the Western world. However, blood pressure treatment is still relying on treating symptoms through medication instead of tackling the real causes of the condition, namely an unhealthy diet, a lack of exercise, or too much stress. High blood pressure would be one of the only conditions where the patients could actively do something about it. But they often lack the knowledge and the motivation to do so. But this ends today with Cora. Cora is a mobile app that provides blood pressure patients with the right information at the right time to achieve a healthier lifestyle through activity goals, reminders, and gamification. Let's see how this works for our customers. Meet Peter. Peter is 62 years. He is married, has 2 children, and a little grandson. About a year ago, he got diagnosed with high blood pressure, which was a wake-up call for him because he wanted to be able to be there for his family for a long time. So he started using Cora. In Cora, he regularly imports all his blood pressure data from his monitoring device and logs other related data, such as medication intake and so on. And he gets insights into his health, the insights he wants right in the app through charts, explanations, and other statistics. But that's not all. Cora also recommends him what to do about his health. For instance, Cora recognized that he is quite stressed lately. So Cora suggested Peter to do yoga. He's actually just coming back from his yoga class, and as he checks off the last check mark in his to-do list, it seems he unlocked a reward for having a perfect month of yoga workout. Great work, Peter. Now, as you can see, Peter uses Cora every day because it makes it easy for him to track and analyze his condition and to take steps against it. With Cora's predecessor, which has been on the market for about 3 years and which is limited to basic statistics, we've already achieved more than 20,000 paid downloads. With the new version and extended version of Cora, we believe that we are now capable to scale this number from 20,000 to 200,000 downloads within the next year through partnerships with public and private organizations such as medical associations and so on. But ultimately, Cora is about more than just an app. It's this, Cora improves the everyday life of our customers, because when they implement the life changes recommended to them, they are likely to decrease the blood pressure, to decrease the weight, to improve other factors of their well-being. So ultimately, Cora enables its users to live a more energetic and longer life with their loved ones. So if that sounds intriguing to you, we have currently a waiting list on our website where everybody who's interested can already subscribe and get a chance to win a compatible blood pressure cuff or a 1-year access of premium features. And if you know someone who might be interested in partnering with us to bring Cora to more people, be sure to let us know. I'm Joseph from Cora. Join us in our mission to improve the cardio health of millions of people. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. All right. 3D printers and mobile apps and virtual care rooms. Where will this end? So the next person on stage is Carl Philip Barakat. from Region Skåne. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi everyone, I'm glad to be here. As Eric said, I'm working at Region Skåne and at the head office of regional development. Development, this is what we're doing every day in Skåne, in Europe, in the world. What we see with an e-health accelerator is that you can on 12 weeks do a lot of achievements. My day-to-day job is to coordinate working with competence and collaboration between the innovation environments and incubators in Skåne. So with that short presentation, I'm welcoming up the fourth company for today, mental scanning. Mental scanning provides an objective diagnosis support that saves money and suffering. Welcome up on stage.
So, hello, my name is Bengt Ljungqvist, and sorry for the delay. And thank you for the kind introduction. So, we are Mental Scanning, and we provide decision support for mental health care. So, as you might know, mental illness is costly to society, is estimated to cost 80 billion Swedish crowns only in 2016. And it's increasing, it's a 40% increase during the latest 2 years. And also it's a burden to primary healthcare, as well as specialist healthcare. And also there is a suffering for the individual. So what we do in mental scanning is that we bring mental healthcare to the information age. So we have a solution which is helping out both the patient, doctor, and also society. So our solution is taking data from 3 different sources and integrating them into our data storage, where we perform analysis and then present it to both the patient and also the doctor. And the app, one of the first of the data sources is a self-rating app that we have developed in-house, and you're looking here at the first iteration of this app, and so it's still under development. And in this app, the user can it's a mood diary, so the user can, a patient can provide how they are feeling today, for example, mood level, memory function, irritability, and stress level, and also together with the medications that they have taken, so that you can follow up on the effects of the medication. In the first iteration of our app, we also have using a sensor platform called MySignals, which you see here, and it's among some of the things here is we are monitoring blood pressure, sleep, and also heart rate variability, for example. So we also integrate sensor data. And the third source of data is blood values, which we take in a laboratory, and we have a collaboration with a lab company, Unilabs, which we are seeking to develop, and we are testing cortisol, and we're also seeking to develop to test some other substances which correlate with mental health. So the patient wants objective insight and also be able to follow up and share the data with their physician, also to get feedback back from your doctor. mental scanning provides objective insight for the mental health patient. And the doctor needs decision support and also a way to structure the anamnesis. What we provide is that we provide a way of visualizing the data as well as a template here for the anamnesis, and also alert capabilities that if your patient, for example, have rated themselves as feeling bad for a couple of days in a row, you get an alert that maybe you should call or look up onto this patient. And so we provide decision support for outcome monitoring. The society needs to save money and reduce suffering, and we provide a solution where we can prevent this from happening and also improve quality of the rehabilitation, as well as being able to quantify the data. So you can use this as a platform, for example, for your research, if you have a need to follow up on certain parameters in correlation to mental health. We save money and suffering. And we have also went out and actually asked the patients what they feel about this, and 80% actually like to have digitized feedback. And out of this, the persons who say they want this, 74% of them prefer it from a mobile app. And they are willing, most importantly, if you're running a company, they actually, oh, what happened? It went into sleep mode. Oh. Most importantly, if you are, sorry, it's not really my day with the presentation, sorry. Okay. So, most importantly is that they are willing here to pay for using our solution. The majority actually are interested in paying 50 crowns per month or more. And some of them even more, as you see here in this diagram. And 40% are willing to pay more for if they get professional feedback from trained professionals. And also, we actually asked politicians, we did a survey, and the perceived cost for a mentally ill patient per month is 50,000, and actually in our team we have also Björn Anders, who is a health economist standing over there at our table, and he is one of the leading experts, and he had calculated to 150,000 per month, which actually is the actual cost. So mental illness, one thing that the politicians actually agree about is that it's considered a severe problem, and it varies a little bit of how much the view upon how much society could be able to afford into such a solution as we provide. But it's 1,000 per month is the median value. And e-health is considered to improve quality, not maybe efficiency, but quality. So our revenue model is that it's free to get my information in, but you have to pay to get information out. And also for the physician, and both the patient and the physician and healthcare providers have to pay. And we are looking for financing opportunities. Year one here, we're looking to do a refinement of our app. Also, we are now sending in an application for CE marking and develop integration capabilities, and also to do marketing in Sweden. And in year two, we would like to go for a clinical evaluation and also a marketing introduction to Europe, as well as to the US market, though we realize that we have to probably have a little bit more thorough look-up into the regulations, which we have looked up on the European market, but not for the US market. So our team is myself, Bengt Ljungqvist, I'm a neuroscientist and engineer, and we have Tom, who is sitting over there. He's the marketing specialist, and Björn Anders, I introduced to, he's a health economist. We also have Jonas Berge, who is not here today, but he's an MD and a PhD in psychiatry. So we have fairly equal skills, complementary skills. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Mental scanning. Okay, as Eva mentioned, we have startups from all over Europe coming here to present. And our next presenter is actually an immigrant from Denmark. So welcome on stage, Niels Power Pedersen.
Thank you very much. It's hard to be less of an immigrant than that. But anyway, Niels Power Pedersen is quite correctly my name. I'm a member of the Regional Advisory Commission on e-health that is about to be started in Region Skåne. I'm also head of Skånes Yrkeshögskola. It's a vocational education system where we are trying to start an education in e-health as well, or mobile health anyway, if the system allows it. It's it. And then I actually work for money as well, which is communications in Gudaskull. But I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to present Attain Health and Anders, who will put you in the driver's seat of your chronic disease. Thank you very much. Welcome, Anders.
Thank you very much, Niels. Hey everyone, happy to be here. My name is Anders. I'm from Attain Health. And we are waiting for the presentation. And it's done. Thank you, Tim. So like I said, we're Attain Health. We're all about chronic disease. We are sprung from an e-health company, the largest one in Sweden. I won't say the name, but you can guess, I'm sure. Where I've recently worked. We've been on the market for 1 month now, or created the company 1 month ago. And we work with high blood pressure as our first off. So like Josef said, it's a really big problem in the world. Over 1 billion people suffer from this, and it's also known as a silent killer. That is, you actually don't know you have it until, bam, you get a stroke. And stroke is actually quite serious, and this disease is attributed to 9.4 million deaths in the world annually. It's actually going down in Sweden, which is of course great, and in the Nordics, but it's on the rise significantly in third world countries like Africa and Asia. So we thought we have to do something. Having a background in e-health, we said, let's take this learning and apply it to a new area. So we built a team with a doctor, of course. He's over there at our table taking pictures of me right now. We have a really good designer. We have myself with a background in e-health, and Per, who's our tech guy. He does all the coding. I have no idea what he says half the time. So the thing is that we are trying to combine technology with healthcare. So we're not saying technology and that's the solution. We're actually a registered caregiver. So we have the doctors, we have the healthcare, we have everything. And what we're trying to do is engage you every single day, as opposed to now, where it's basically, okay, my wife actually has high blood pressure, so this happens to her. It's once a year, she visits the doctor for 15 minutes. That's 0.003% of my time. That's not a lot, and the rest of the year I'm kind of on my own, or she's on her own. So if we turn that around and say, well, wouldn't it be great if it just happened every day? I wake up and it's there. The doctor is there. I mean, I know how I'm doing, I get coaching, and that's what we're trying to do. And how do we do that? Well, first off, it's the age of the app, of course, so there's an app, we're building it right now. But also, we're providing everyone within our service with one of these. For blood pressure, it's of course a blood pressure cuff, and that's connected and online, so values get directly into your phone, and of course to our doctors, which is the third and final puzzle piece for us. So the doctor is always there, online, in your phone. So you shouldn't have to go away to meet the doctor. And that also means that the doctor can engage you proactively. Oh, blood pressure is going up. Malton over here, my colleague, will push you a little bit of a notification. Hey, Malton here, see your blood pressure is going up. What's happening? And of course, as we do that, we collect lots and lots of data, which is amazing, because then we can continually learn from that using AI and machine learning. So we believe that by doing all these things, you get empowered. And that helps us to better outcomes. That's the nasty stuff in the beginning with the strokes. And also, of course, to reduce cost significantly. This is billions and billions in the world. But also, back to what Josef said, I mean, this is about living life. Not worrying all the time about, oh, am I gonna get sick? I feel faint. And just doing that all across your life. So this is just the beginning. We're going to tackle more diseases. We have asthma in the pipeline, COPD, and of course, one of the big ones, a lot of people working on that, diabetes. And for now, we are actually funded, which is great for us. But if you want to be a part of the next phase, where we're going to build this model for everyone, and expanding across the globe, and of course expanding across medicine, it's going to be a huge and really fun trip. And of course, build in additional AI capability. You're welcome to join us. We are currently looking for passionate people, mostly developers actually. So if you are a developer, not yet, or if you know one or two, just come over to our table and we'll have a talk. We are Attain Health, and it's all about chronic disease and empowering everyone to put you in the driver's seat. Thank you very much for your time.
Excellent. Thank you, Anders. Now we can check off AI from our list as well. Excellent. So, the next presenter, Åsa Bjerkén von Sacco. Welcome.
Okay, my name is Åsa Bjerkén and I'm a patent attorney at Sacco. And we are specializing in intellectual property, which is patent, trademark and design. And we are also within the new area for us, at least, information and IT security. We are about 200 specialists and we are located in 24 different offices in Denmark, Sweden, Norway and Germany. And I would like to present the next company, which is Tryggel. Tryggel increases the safety and quality of home care for elderly people with the help of IoT systems and data analysis. The floor is yours.
Okay, just one moment. We have beautiful slides, so we try now to do what we can to deliver the best quality to you. So the quality, it always takes time. Hello everyone, my name is Andrei Bogomolov. I am a founder of Tryggel, a digital elderly care solution which helps people to connect with their elderly relatives. Today's life is simply stressful and it creates a bad consciousness because we cannot sometimes forget to take care of our elderly relatives. And we by Tryggel made a simple but efficient solution to help people with this problem. So we all know the power of habits, because we all have them. And with age, these habits become more and more persistent. like having a coffee early morning, or watching TV evenings, or simply turn off the light when we go to sleep. And when the habit breaks, our system detects it and sends you a small notification, a request to get in contact with your relatives. And this small message does make a difference. For example, one of our customers, he's living today in the United States, and time to time he gets a request to get in contact with his mother, which lives in Sweden. And she's very happy to get these spontaneous calls, and he on his side is glad to have a solution to know every day that his mother is safe. And therefore, today they are our first paying customer. Another test customer of us, she's a professional nurse in elder care, and she tested this together with her mother-in-law. And she found the solution to be great. And of course, this kind of feedback is a strong signal for us that the system does fulfill its purpose. So why people like our solution? Because we solved three main problems in elder care monitoring. It's privacy. In our solution, we do the monitoring using electricity consumption. And all the monitoring is done by our algorithms, so there's no person-to-person monitoring. The information is very simple to understand with clear call to actions. And the solution is very simple to install. In fact, a grandma can do this in 10 minutes. And here's why. We have 3 plugs. You just plug them into the wall, connect electrical devices to them, and the box has a ready internet connection in it. So you power it up, and you're done. And you're starting to receive messages. And the price model is also similarly simple. It's 20 euros a month, and we expect with this price model to receive an annual revenue of about 100 euros a year per customer. So if we speak about the customers, who are our customers? It's primarily elderly people who live alone, who need our solution to be safe. And there's many of them, about 500,000 only in Sweden, 5 million in Germany, it's the closest market, and in Europe and United States, there's totally 30 millions of the people who need our solution. So from these millions, we need only a couple of hundreds to have a sustainable company. But are these numbers in generally realistic? Let's look at this number. 240,000 elderly people use alarm button today in Sweden. And many of them don't even use it every day, many of them don't wear it, and still they pay every month about 25 euros. So we think we can do actually better than that. So what we need to do to reach all these customers, we started about a year ago with an investment from Ion and myself, about 100,000 euro. Today we have our first product finished, and we even have our first paying customer. And with an investment of 500,000 euro, we want to launch our product to the market. We will scale until the summer with about 200 customers, with the next goal in autumn to reach 2,000 customers, which and these units, big part of them will be distributed in form of a loyalty program for a local newspaper. And the next step will be a preparation of the startup campaign, Kickstarter campaign in the United States. And we have a wonderful team for it. Thor Hellström, he's standing there with a nice suit. He's a professional in communication, but mainly master in interactive design. Kelvin Vashira, also there in the corner, he's our the person who watches for the bags. He's a computer science specialist. And myself, I was working 3 years in the energy industry at Ion in various IT departments and technical departments, mainly with smart meters. And we invite you together with us to make it possible for elderly people to have long and prosperous life at their home. Thank you very much. Come to us after the presentation.
Thank you, Andrew, from Tryggel. Okay, next presenter, Ulrika Ringdahl from Invest in Skåne. Welcome her on stage.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm glad to be here. I represent Invest in Skåne, which is the official business promotion agency of southern part of Sweden. Our mission is to attract investments to Skåne, and for that we have an extensive network of potential business partners internationally, and we are happy to share that network with you. But today I'm here to present a company called PostDoc, and they are helping healthcare to provide relevant and adapted information to patients with minimum workload. Welcome.
Right. Okay, thank you. All right. Hi, everyone. Nice to see so many people here. I'm Magnus Elde. I come from the company PostDoc, and we are helping healthcare with providing patients with relevant and adapted written information. And that's important because if you have ever been treated at a hospital, if you, for instance, had surgery or cancer treatment, you know that you get lots and lots of information from your doctor and from other healthcare professionals. But you also know that since you mostly get this information verbally, when you get home, you've probably forgotten most of it, right? And and if you did get any written information, it was either very sparse or very general, because healthcare simply don't have the time to produce good written information for you. So, with this problem in mind, me and my colleague Claes Hjalmarsson, who is a surgeon, we founded a company called PostDoc some years ago and created this application called Patientbesked, which solves the problem I just described. And this is how. The application is based around a template engine with interlinked information templates. And the information is created by medical expertise at each clinic. The information can be like information about your diagnosis, about your treatment, how to treat your surgical wound when you get home, or contact information or a timeline for your cancer treatment and so forth. And these templates then enables a nurse, she can pick and choose among these templates and combine them into a very relevant information adapted for your specific case, all in around 30 seconds. And the patient then gets the information on paper when they leave the hospital, nicely printed, or in our new version of this application, they can access the current version of it online. And this has been in use for a while. Since 2012, it has been in use, the original version of this application, at these landsting and regions. It's highly appreciated, and here you can see the growth of its use. So in 2016, almost 9,000 patients were provided with information created by Patientbesked. So we have now developed this concept a bit further, and in our new version 2.0, we have, for instance, implemented an integration with a patient record system. We have given the patients online access to their information, and we have enabled online communication between healthcare and the patient. And this new version is currently running as a pilot project in Blekinge. Initially, they are using it for creating individual care plans for their colorectal cancer patients. And they are quite enthusiastic about it. One nurse even said that, if I'm not allowed to use this application for my patients, I will quit, she said. So, that's where we are. And of course, we want to move this forward. We know the need, we have the solution, we have traction. So, of course, we want to scale. And starting in Sweden, there are a little more than 50 public hospitals. each with several clinics that would all benefit from our solution. Added to that are a number of private hospitals. But to do this scaling, we realized that we need to strengthen our company with more competence. What we primarily need is competence in business, sales, and marketing. And I hope that some of you here will find this interesting and are willing to help us with that, and in our mission to improve patient information. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PostDoc. Okay, the next startup is coming all the way from Greece, actually, and will be presented by Per Antonsson from Alminvest. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Per Antonsson. I'm working for a company called Alminvest. We are a venture capital company, investing in startup early stages up to 10 million, and we are the most active investor in Sweden, having more than 400 portfolio companies. And we are situated just opposite the street at Ideon, so please come and visit us. And I'm here to introduce a company called MyLivingRecord. MyLivingRecord is an ICT communication platform as a service based on integrated healthcare, digital health, artificial intelligence, and patient engagement. Welcome.
Hello everyone, it's nice to be here. I wonder, do you have enough time with your doctor? Or better asked, does your doctor have enough time with you? My name is Yannis Kanadzakis. I'm the CEO and co-founder of MyLivingRecord. We have developed a software as a service that enables you to own your health data and allows the right healthcare team to offer the right care at the right time in the right place. How we can describe the modern problems in healthcare? We choose 3 ways: access, ownership, engagement. Who disagrees that health big data is not providing better care so far? Who knows who owns your health data? And you know, all of you, that we lack engagement. Both engagement from healthcare professionals, your doctors, your nurses, your coaches, but also lack of engagement from our side. And we'll try to see how much we capture in determinants of our health. Right now, today, we capture less than 50%. What has to do with medical care through electronic health records and health hubs, but also our individual behavior through wellness apps. We'll try to get everything. What is everything? It's also our social circumstances, and most of all, what is coming, our genome. So we do give answers as the team of MyLivingRecord. We give answers to generate, to own, and also to communicate. How to generate? By the use of AI, which turns data into knowledge. We need a lot of data. Don't think that it is easy. We certainly answer that I own my health data. And the communication, it's not only pushing data into one system, but use them in the way that modern integrated healthcare offers, and we introduce integrated circles of care. Is there a time for that, and is there a market for that? Yes. The next 3 years, according to these estimations, the mobile health will increase about 46%. And also we're talking about the digital health market of total of $233 billion. That's huge. Are we going to measure how it's going to be developed? MyLivingRecord, it's supposed to be a software as a service for both individuals and healthcare professionals. It has to be your health coach. It has to be an individual page, has to include everything in one. Trackers, your network, devices. It will be your social medium to health. In the same way, in the provider's page, they can develop for you, personalized, integrated circles of care, or for group of patients which they share the same condition. We started our trip in 2013 by the product development and testing. In 2016, we switched to the pre-revenue traction, and we think that we are successful in that. And in 2017, we are waiting for going mobile, integrate AI, and start selling. Our success will be to reach and maintain continuous traction from both healthcare providers, but also from individuals. These are the results of 2016. We do know how to make business. We believe that right now it has to be business to consumer, subscriptions to individuals. But we strongly believe that in 5 years' time, this whole market will switch to business and also to business to government. How we differentiate ourselves from competition? We claim that, and we can prove, that we are patient-centric. There are more than 100,000 apps out there in all app stores, which they are system-centric, and they offer niche technological solutions. We are science-driven, they are technology-driven. I'm proud to be the head of a team. Nikos, over here, believes that we have to try everything. Antonis insists that to taste your own medicine, whatever it takes. Panagiotis enjoys to spread the word. Eva, unfortunately, is not here with us. She's the behaviorist, and she says, of course, behave yourself. And I have the experience of 25 years in healthcare in Greece and Germany, where always I work with the best of both worlds. Our mission, it is to enable every day, every single day in a changing world, the right healthcare team to provide the right care at the right time in the right place. And our motto has been said 2,500 years ago from Hippocrates. It is better to know the patient who has the disease rather than the disease the patient has. We're seeking 6 million Swedish crowns in Series A in order to go mobile, to introduce AI, and to start sales and marketing. We want in 18 months to achieve 50,000 subscriptions, 10 pharma-induced ICCs, and 2 occupational insurance programs. We may stay in tradition, as here in Scandinavia is said, or we can disrupt together the healthcare delivery. In this time, I would like to thank my team for all this journey until now. I would like to thank Stefan, Ebba, Tim, Eric, and Peter, and all our mentors the last 3 months, and I would like to thank you for your attention. Bye.
Thank you, Dennis, who I believe has a birthday today, right?
Yes.
So another good reason to go talk to MyLivingRecord after the presentations. So the final one will be presented by Annette Bellander from Connect Sweden, who is presenting Ensa from New York.
Thank you. My name is Annette Bellander. I'm head of growth capital at the Business Angel Network Connect. And we are a non-profit organization, and actually we do what our name says, connect. We help entrepreneurs prepare for external investment, and then we connect them with our Business Angel network of around 150 angels. And I have the pleasure to present the last company, Ensa. Ensa connects users' health and fitness apps, sensor data, and medical records, giving real-time, personalized, and actionable wellness recommendations on their mobile device. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Dr. Mike, and I'm the founder of Ensa. Ensa is the first smart wellness app that will allow consumers to be able to connect their medical records to their fitness trackers and then receive real-time recommendations on their mobile device. And let me show you the team that's putting this together. With me today, well, my background is I'm a physician with 25 years experience in healthcare as well as technology. And with me also, we have Parul Joshi, who's our product manager, and Xiaolong Zhang, our lead engineer. Mengi's responsible for our PR and communication. And we're happy to be here today and tell you, what problem we're trying to solve in detail. So, as we all know, diabetes, as we've discussed, is a big problem in the world. And there's two pieces to it, the way that we see it. There is a human cost, and then there's a technology cost. And the human cost is it's epidemic, it's extremely expensive. A lot of industrialized countries are trying to figure out how to control these costs. And the technology difficulty is that the records of a lot of consumers are not available, and sensor data from fitness trackers and such like that are not available, are not integrated with these type of medical records for consumers. So what Ensa does is to create a platform to allow patients or users with type 2 diabetes to be able to get information. And this is what it looks like, our platform. So what Ensa does is it combines the sensor data plus medical records. And for us, sensor data can be anything. It can be an iWatch, it can be a Fitbit, a Runkeeper, or it could be a glucometer. And then what we do is we combine that sensor data, those fitness track data, with medical records. And so that data is aggregated. And then what we do is we use artificial intelligence to be able to make wellness recommendations to consumers. And the market that we're focusing on first is type 2 diabetes. We also look to help also with other different type of chronic disease markets too. So why is a New York company here in Sweden at a health tech accelerator? And this is why, because Sweden is the most advanced, in our opinion, in the world in terms of trying to allow its citizens access to their medical records and fitness data. And there's a program that's underway called E-hälsomyndigheten in your country, which will allow consumers to have access to all their medical records, their medications, their allergies, their laboratory data. And that's why we're here, because we want to be able to, and we have connected with E-hälso. But the second piece, which we really think is good, is the sensor data piece. And again, as I mentioned, we connect with Fitbit or with HealthKit, also to glucometer data. And these two informations are brought together, the medical records and the sensor data are brought together, and then we give real-time alerts, recommendations, and feedback to the consumer. And so Ensa has a lot of advantages. It empowers the consumers, and as we all know, there is a consumerization of healthcare taking place. Consumers can access their bank records, but they can't access their health records, and that's going to change over the next few years. Ensa also allows highly customized bank-level security and artificial intelligence that's brought together to allow consumers to stay healthy between visits to their doctor. So what you're going to see here is actually it's one of the first companies in the world to be able to do this. Ensa allows the consumer to be able to connect with basically 2 clicks to their entire medical record. So they'll be able to have, here's the conditions we're listing, these are the diagnoses, but it could be their medications, labs, etc., as well as their fitness tracker data. And then again, in terms of ease, the user is able to, again, touch and connect immediately all their health kit data, their steps, temperature, and such like that. And then also, here we are, we're able to connect this is a glucometer called Dexcom, publicly traded company that now offers almost 200 glucose readings a day versus the 3 or 4 that people have to get just by sticking their finger. So this is next generation stuff. And so really, what does all this, when it's brought together, actually do is to be able to give the Ensa feed to the consumer. And this is really where we think all the excitement is taking place. So we're able to give recommendations. Again, these are wellness recommendations, not medical recommendations. We're able to also give alerts if there's a medication recall or an emergency number that's higher or lower than would be expected for somebody. We can alert the user. And also, we're able to give feedback, wellness feedback, to the user. So this Ensa feed is the next generation, what we feel you consumers are going to be able to use in the world going forward to keep healthy. We're looking to raise, we're looking to raise $250,000 US. We're currently in open beta. We have just started getting users now, and we're looking to partner. We're looking to hire data scientists. We're looking to develop further strategic partnerships. We're looking to develop the business here in Sweden and scale it across the Nordics. And we're looking to get to 10,000 users by 2017. So our business model, we charge $1.99, this is US $1.99 per month for these wellness recommendations. And in the United States, we're also looking to do permission-based targeted advertising. So that's the Ensa story, and again, we feel like we're honored to be here, and also when we were at Sweden Demo Day, we also feel that we've been recognized by winning the Silicon Viking Award for Most Promising Technology, and we kind of found it a little funny because we won the Silicon Viking Award for Silicon Valley in Stockholm, Sweden. So we're honored at that, and also thank you also Stefan Mossberg, Director of Health2B, for encouraging us to take the trip north to Stockholm. We appreciate that. Anyway, so that's our Ensa story, and then so we've been validated from a technology perspective. Also, and this really made us feel good, is that this is an Ensa beta user who sent this into us the other day. We're not sure. The name is Diamond Foot. It's not a friend of ours. I don't know who it is, but this person wrote, "I have been waiting for something like this to come," and so have we. So thank you very much. Ensa has been around in terms of experience in healthcare digital technology, and we're looking forward to working again, developing the product here in Sweden. If you have any interest to discuss the future of digital health with us, it'd be a pleasure. We're over there. Thank you again, and thank you for listening.
Wow, Diamond Foot, well, I can say it wasn't me at least. So, that was all the 9 startups. I hope you got a little sense of the opportunities with digitalizing health that we're part of making happen. Now I would like to actually invite all the startups up on stage to get some nice flowers and some diplomas for attending this 3-month accelerator program. And after that, there will be some drinks and some light food. So come up on stage, everyone. And give them a hand, of course.
Vi tar en och en sen.
And the flowers we have over there. Right.
Checkup.
Okay, I think the stage will not hold this way.
Yeah, it gets crowded up here. That's good.
Okay.
Yep, that's a good, nice opportunity to take some photos now. That's good. So, Ebba, would you like to hand out the flowers, or are we?
Yeah, I'll be the shower girl.
Stefan is sorting the diplomas here.
Yeah, I was waiting for Stefan to sort diplomas.
Yeah, okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.